Yeah, yeah. I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year. Who the f*** y'all? I swear it feels like the last few nights.
Prior to the advent of Western colonization, Nigeria had unique cultures, norms, traditions, ways of life that are peculiar to her. These peculiarities are evident in our language, music, dance, fashion, religion, beliefs, and relationship with ourselves. But at the wake of colonization, we found bits and pieces of Western influence in almost every area of our lives. Our sounds changed, our dance steps embraced new twists, our language started losing its feel, our fashion took a new face.
We have our own tradition, we have our own beliefs, we have our own way of life, but between me and you, technology don't spoil everything, don't scatter matter.
In embracing pop culture, we started losing touches with things that are inherent to us, chasing shadows and labeling our heritage as inferior, naivety, archaic, and others. Many have inarguably stated that the increasing extent to which people's life in Africa appear to have been greatly infected by the pop culture is rooted in light in which they were presented by the modern mass media.
Way Nigerian artists are copying international videos, and there are a lot of women scantily dressed. I think that's a bad influence because that's not the African culture, and I don't think that's good for our children.
It's not like the Western culture is bad in itself, but there are some parts that are not condonable.
Some are of the opinion that the coming of mass media and the increasingly commercialization of culture and leisure gave rise to issues, interests, and debates which are still here with us today.
Western music influence Nigerian hip-hop music, whether we like it or not, and that's where we get the basics from. It now depends on us which part of those influences we want to use more.
Save for older artists who did music in their native languages, most of the new generation singers have abandoned their language in music, except for the likes of Mr. Raw, Da Green, and others who revived our languages in music, making room for the likes of Fino, Olamide, Lil Kesh, and others.
I just want to battle.
Fashion, especially with our entertainers, as seen in their music videos, red carpets, and stage performances, has evolved over time, a clear indication of foreign influences. But seriously speaking, has Western culture actually influenced our music? Some say there has to be something good that came out of this influence. Does the positive outweigh the negative, or is there a marriage of some sort?
You see a man almost choked up from his tie. It is sweat, but they don't want to making comota because na banking day. Negative side, if you're trying to take the gangsterism, thank God they're not allowed gun for you.
Like they say, no one can beat you at the game of being you. But is there a possibility of beating the Westerners in some musical genres we took from them?
Between 15-20 years ago, in terms of the time of Feliz Liberty and Crystal Coutier, when we heard the songs, we can immediately, this on Nigeria. 15-20 years later, it's a bit difficult for us to differentiate it.
You can't do R&B more than the Americans. You can't do rock music more than the Americans. We can do Fuji music more than them. We can do Afrobeat music, Afro, more than them.
I bought a one-way ticket. I ain't coming back. It's goodbye, friends.
When it comes to the international scene, Africans are still taking backseats in terms of creativity and entertainment, not being able to meet up with what standard. Do we see Africans winning an Oscar or Grammy in the nearest future?
I personally think that with the right song, a Grammy is in the near future possible.
In all, we have rich culture embedded in our forms of entertainment. Until we see them as assets, we may not be able to export it to the world in a manner they will appreciate it. It is high time we loved who we are, what we have, so that others can emulate us as well.